If you are interested in building communities online, there are some common best practices that you should follow. By following these practices, you will find that building communities online is easier than ever. If you want to know how to build an online community best practices, these tips and guidelines will help you out. By following these tips, you can be assured that your social media marketing efforts will be more effective and successful. When it comes to building communities, there are some common best practices involved. One of the most important things to remember is that you will need to have a variety of communities in order to attract a broad range of visitors. Hello and thanks for checking out my video. In today's video I am going to be talking about do you know how to build an online community best practices. My name is Richard Murphy and I am from New Zealand, so for now just sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Many people do not realize this, but there are some social media sites that only have a few niche communities. The key to making the most of your community is to choose niche communities that allow you to bring in visitors based on the interests that you already have. Another tip for building the best practices when it comes to community building is to keep your content updated and fresh. The only way that your visitors are going to stick around long enough to visit other communities that you build is if your content is fresh. People will not spend their time looking at old news or information. They want to be able to come back to your community and share new and exciting information. This is how you build strong relationships with your followers. One of the best ways to build your online community is to offer voting options. When you build a site that has multiple communities, you will be able to offer voting options so that users can vote on the most popular items or topics. The more community members that use the feature, the more attention you will get. You will be able to gain loyal followers that will become part of your online community. When you create high traffic hubs for different types of items, you can reap the rewards by converting users to subscribers. Another best practice for building communities online is to focus on one topic. If you have a social media marketing component to your online business, do you know how to build an online community that is centered around that topic? You can build a forum around products or services, but you need to focus it on one topic if you want to reap the rewards of building a community that is dedicated to your brand. Many community sites are ones that are only loosely connected to their original owners' businesses. This is why you have to make sure that you keep the focus centered on your brand when you build a community around it. Once you have determined that you want to create an online community, you should think about what best practices you will employ when you are creating it. Do you want to create a general platform where people can communicate, or are you looking to personalize your online community? Do you want to share links to your pages, videos, or pictures? Are you going to allow comments to be posted? Do you want a blog with regular updates? Do you want a forum? The first step to take when learning how to build one is to determine what best practices you want to follow. Once you have an idea in mind of what you would like your site to look like and feel like, you can move on to the next step, which is actually building it. This might be one of the harder things to do because you are trying to figure out the best way to build it. Some people have learned through trial and error to build websites that they are happy with. If you want to figure this out on your own, the best thing to do is to look at what other people do and use their advice. One of the most important things to do when trying to figure out the best practices when it comes to learning how to build an online community is to be prepared for failure. Building a community online can be one of the most difficult things to do, and you may fail the first time you try to build one. It takes time and patience. You will also need to learn from the mistakes that you make so that you do not repeat them. Do your best to make your new community a successful one, and you will find yourself building communities that are popular and getting the traffic that you are hoping for. Thanks for watching my video about do you know how to build an online community best practices. If you got value from watching my video, hit the subscribe button below this video. Well, that's about all from me. This is Richard Murphy from New Zealand signing off until my next video.